Well, 3 mana and a Doomscar. I'm gonna try to keep it, and hopefully we get our mail package. We'll see. Going to be a close one, but I have faith. I have faith that we shall get there, my friends. See, look at that. Already hitting our lands. Things are going great for us. I like it. Okay. Hello. See? Knew we would get our discard. We knew it. We'd be a-okay. So, if this is a ranger class, we're going to negate it. If it's anything else, I guess we're just going to faithful mend, and hopefully we don't die a miserable and horrible death. Valar, that checks out. Opponent is going to get to draw some sweet, sweet cards. I like it. I can't knock a guy. Can't knock a guy for playing werewolves, you know what I'm saying? Pretty horrible. Not gonna lie. I think we need to pitch those two and keep our lands. Keep our lands seems correct to me. Let's go, I guess, tap land and Doomscarf. That way next turn we can plains and leave up Doomscar if we need to. Let's see how aggressive our opponent goes. 1 mountain. They could still have a Storm Seeker. Seeker's Chariot. That's unfortunate, considering we had the Spell Pierce. Oh, well, Jedi. Let's foretell then, I guess. And then we can leave up the 2. Seems okay. I mean, maybe we snag a Ren. That'd be nice. Snagging a Ren with Spell Pierce, I think, would be pretty nice. Don't know if it's going to happen or not, but... Alright. That checks out. Luckily, our opponent is not going to get to draw a card here. So, you know, we get a pass. Gonna have to take it and like it. Alright, big top deck here. Let's see, do we get anything good? We do not, unfortunately. Pitch these two. And double saw it coming. That's not great. But we can Doomscar and then leave up the saw it coming for whatever our opponent plays next. So, not horrendous. Not horrendous in the slightest. We'll see how it plays out. It could go one of many ways. I think we just gotta counter whatever they play here, honestly. They're missing their second red source, so... Yep, that resolves. Smart, good play, opponent. But we don't. This way we don't let them. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Darn it, 1 shy. Thanks. We get to discard that and bring it back if we wanted to. Can't do it this turn, so I guess we gotta. Oh, we can't. Ooh, that's awkward as well. I guess we have to do this first, and then we could discard. Really hoping to get a land there, honestly. So Professor lets us still grab. So do we counter? Pitch Jin, and then the question is, do we keep Behold or Saw It Coming? I guess we pitch the Saw It Coming. Play Professor. That way we have a block, right? And then go grab. Let's see, Teachings, Introduction, Mascot. Considering we can double stuff with Jin, I think we just grab Exhibition. Then we get to Invoke Justice Jin. He could block. And against Rakano, I feel pretty good against Gruul. Against Gruul, I feel pretty good about that, honestly. All right, let's see where our opponent. That's a little scary, right? Because then Jin's only gonna be able to block one thing. They can't suit up the chariot here. They can't. Well, they can draw a card. So let's see what our opponent goes for. It looks like they're gonna go for the card draw. Respect. We will make the appropriate block or take 6 here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna take the 6 here. I'll tell you why. Because we can put the counters on Jin plus Professor and have additional blocks. Oh, that is tempting. That is really tempting. Just because they have the Stormseeker. Makes me wish we blocked, right? I think we're just gonna go ahead and do this anyways. Bring Jin back. Return target permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield, then distribute 4 counters among any number of creatures and or players. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't feel correct. I think we do like 1 so it blocks here. And then do 3. Oh, it's 5? Then distribute 4 counters among... Why is it giving me an additional one? I'm confused. Am I missing something? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay. Gotcha. There we go. Let's go this way. Now we have a blocker. I like this. And we'll hold. We just have to survive this turn. Then the double mascot exhibition, I think, would be very difficult for our opponent to get through. Tell you what, the life gain from the old mending was quite relevant. Tell you what. Yeah, that's the one thing about going up against Gruul, right? The best shot they have is going to be Blizzard Brawl. And 1, they don't have Snow yet. And 2, Jin is going to counter the first one. Granted, they're both 1 mana. So if they have 2 in hand, that's relevant. But I feel pretty confident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we can untap with a 7th land, I think we have this game locked up. Because then we're just going to flood the board with way too much value. We don't. We have to behold. Well, our opponent could go wide. They have at least 1 hasty unit. They could also play additional cards to fire up the chariot. They get to draw a card or swing in with Pack Leader. They're in the tank. So at least they don't have easy decisions, right? If they just windmill slam something, I would have been in trouble. We could have gone 4 counters on Professor to block Chariot, but I don't think that's right. I think just the 3 to block one of their creatures and kill it, I think is sufficient. So let's see if they plus here. Right? Or is it the other way around? Because, so it takes all their mana, and then we can counter what they do, right? I think we're safe. Am I missing something here? I don't think so. I think we're safe like this. Because if they play the 4 to plus the wolf, they could play a land, and then they only have the 1 spell that Jin will counter. Huh. This is interesting. Trying to think what our opponent's game plan is, right? They don't have enough to suit up the chariot. Right? Wolf. Okay. Tovolar. Okay. Alright. Alright. I wasn't quite sure. Wasn't quite sure what our opponent's game plan was. Untapped land? Oh, I guess it kinda is. I mean, that's kind of tempting. I kind of feel like it's worth it, honestly, unfortunately. It would have been a great card draw engine, but I think we need to stabilize here. Paid 3 life, fall to 6. But then we double exhibition? That feels pretty darn strong to me. I'm not sure if we're in a position to attack or not, right? Thanks, opponent. Let's see. If we attack... You know what? I think we are. I think we're in a position to attack because Tovolar is going to end up, like, pumping one of these guys. So I think just attacking and we put, like, all our big stuff in front of them. I think it's fine. Like, there are decisions to be had, for sure. For sure. And this was a slower start from us, right? We could have easily... We reanimated on turn 7. Alright. First one gets countered. Let's see what the play is here. Do they have the Blizzard Brawl? I mean, that's the way to go, right? It ups their power and makes one of them indestructible. Yep. Nice. Nice. Let's see if we're dead here. Suit up the Chariot. Do they have another Brawl? I feel like if they had another one, they would consider killing... Okay. So this guy can't die, but he also doesn't have trample. So I think I just block with 1. And then put everything else here. Feels correct to me. Okay. See what their follow-up play is. Ranger class. Alright. I feel good. I honestly do. We have a position that we can attack them. They chump. We hit our land. We could block. So, play our land. Let's draw here. Because then we have fast speed interaction on their end. We get to draw 4 cards. We already played our land. That goes to the bottom. Celestis could gain us some life. Our opponent is just going to scoop it up. Fair enough, opponent. Well played. Well played. Greetings, happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more playing Magic so you don't have to. If you've ever played Jin Gitaxias in the new set, drop a like, because that's exactly what we're trying to do today. We are playing blue-white reanimator / control. Long story short, going extreme in either direction didn't quite work out, so I tried to split the difference and play it right down the middle. We are playing Jin Gitaxias, Kairi, and Mordekainen as our discard, i.e. reanimation targets, with Invoke Justice, and then a suite of draw and discard spells and removal to get us there. Of course, we are also a control shell, so sometimes we just hard cast them and keep up Invoke Justice for whenever our opponent kills them to get them back for additional value. But that is the deck, my friends. So, latest member writing the Struggle Bus is Eben6. Eben, thank you so much for kind of taking this journey with us. We really do appreciate you. You rock, my friend. And this blue-white reanimator deck is for you. Yeah, unfortunately, this hand is like, it has our top end, but not our way to get there. So we're going to have to mulligan even if we do go first. There we go. All right, we can keep this. Keep this, and let's, ooh, I kind of want a Mirror's Call in with a Jin. It sounds pretty freaking sweet, honestly. I guess we'd play it for a land too, right? Maybe. Let's keep, we're going to pitch both these guys, so let's tuck the Thirst, I think is correct. And let's be a slight bit greedy. And hold on to the Mirror's Call. Maybe we can double Jin, right? Be pretty sweet. Go up against mono black. Fair enough, opponent. So, as long as we keep hitting our land drops, what do we want? Like a Celestis or obviously our Invoke would be pretty huge here. Of course, once we do this, the jig will be up. Hunt for specimens. Interesting. So, this is the discard variant, maybe? If I had to take a stab at it. Land, perfect. Discard. Ooh. Both good cards with the big Papa Pump. Let's go ahead and hold, and then we could discard an island if we need to. See what our opponent ends up doing here. We keep drawing. Take 2, we can do it. Just negating the Faithful Mending. So not too bad here. Most chance they're going to go look for their 4th land, which is completely respectable. Yeah, we're just going to Thirst. I mean, keep fueling the graveyard. Keep digging for our white sources. We just need 1. So maybe we do end up playing the Mirror's Call next turn. If we can land the Jin early enough, I think we'll be in okay shape. Opponent trying to debate about whether to pull the trigger on Deadly Dispute, maybe? Trying to think if we want the Amir's Call or the Restoration more. I think we probably want the Amir's Call. We go through our hand fairly quickly, so I think just doing Call is correct. Or, you know, another Jin. Yeah, I guess pitching a land isn't the worst. We keep Jin in our hand because we may be able to hardcast it, right? Let's go guaranteed tap land here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're one away. It's gonna be close, but our opponent isn't putting us under too much pressure. Granted, Hive of the Eye Tyrant is gonna be an issue as it eats our graveyard. We will take that action. Behold. Man, I want to pitch a land and keep the Behold. It's a white source too. There we go. There we go. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play a tap land. So this refills our hand. Man, now I kind of wish we... This refills our hand as well. Let's keep the Amir's Call. So let's play this. And we could play it tapped. And maybe that's wrong. Maybe we should keep our land drops. But we have Behold and we have Amir's Call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we draw a land, we can play Amir's Call. Double it, which seems extremely powerful. Right? It's exactly what we want to do in life. Let us see. Can we do it? Can you dig it? Opponent has a fine line what they're doing. This gets countered, so I guess they have the removal spell. Fair. Fair enough. That's exactly what they got going on. Alright. Respect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully we draw the other land so we can play Jin then. We will take that action. And let's pitch a Behold. Land? Ah, tap land. So we could play Amir's Call to play the other Jin. Is that crazy? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really want to hold the Behold for Jin, so I think I'm going to. That might be wrong. I'm not sure. They got 2 cards left in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thing is, if this Jin survives, you get to Behold, then we're sitting on a handful of gas, which feels sweet. Meadook for 0. That doesn't counter it. Hunt for Specimens does get countered, and they're going to scoop it up. All right. Double Jin got there. I was close. All right, this is an interesting hand. We have our win con, and then we have a way to discard it, right? We can dig a little bit. I think we're going to keep this one. We are missing blue. I will admit that, but Professor into Science could fix that, essentially, right? And that's really... Alright, well, Celestis helps as well, so I'm wondering if we foretell, actually. You know what? I actually think I'm going to foretell here. They may play around that being a potential Doomscar, but I want to protect it, especially against Mardu. That's super awkward. Let's go here. I mean, shoot, at this point we may be able to hardcast Jin, which isn't horrible either, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mirror Breaker, okay. That is a bit of an issue. Still looking, a Doomscar would still be great. Spell Pierce, man, just a Scotch late. Let's go here. And then maybe we shouldn't have played that land. Let's grab... I think we're just going to grab Science, and then do we wait? Or do we leave up the Spell Pierce, right? What do they play here? They don't have the second red source, but they could get the treasure. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just fire this off. Grab the blue here. Oh, reanimation was next. Oh, well, that's fine. We got 4 in the deck. We'll get another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At this point, Brutal Cathar. Okay, okay. So definitely going to be digging for our Doom Scar. We're not going to pitch Jin. This is interesting. So they might be like a Stencia deck, right? That's a little scary. I'm not going to lie. So keep the basic, play it like this, and then send it back. And we're probably going to Faithful Mend plus Discovery. We're going to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage here. 11. It's a lot. That is a lot. We are to take the action. Faithful Mending. We can pitch that. Alright, let's see. Man, I think we just have to look for a board wipe at this point, unfortunately. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, this is a pretty powerful board. We're going to have to... Probably going to fire off the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. You're right. Protects them from board wipeness. They're not going to do that. Okay. Let's see what their play is. It's not Valamakos. Not much we can do. So the question is, do we Faithful Mend or do we just Thirst for Discovery? Feel like we have to saw it coming that, unfortunately. We just can't allow them to do much else, right? They have plenty of treasure. Maybe we get lucky with the Spell Pierce. We'll see what our opponent does. Kind of don't want to, so we can fire off the Thirst for Discovery. Then we can pitch, like, the Mending if we need to. It makes us dig a little bit deeper, and that's why I like it, right? Alright, let's go ahead and fire that off. Though, Spell Pierce will allow us to keep our... Alright, well, shoot. We are going to decline and then pitch Mending and Faithful Mending. Can we even afford that, actually? Because this is not a board wipe. So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, if we want a board wipe, we're going to have to keep a Mending. So, let's go here. I guess we can also Jin, but we just die. Yeah, it has to be board wipe. That's all there is to it. It's either board wipe or die, unfortunately. So, Faithful Mending. Draw 2. Come on. Doomscar? No. Block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good game. Man, so close. So close, but no cigar. Alright, we have our discard, we have one of our win cons, and we have Doomscar. We are keeping this bad boy, my friends. Gonna fire off the Doomscar as quickly as possible. Protect it from any kind of shenanigans. Black-white could be a lot, or black-white, red-white could be a lot of things. Worst case would probably be the Valamakos variant, right? Because I'm not sure, actually. That may or may... Ooh, equipment. Nice, opponent. All right, there we go. There we go. So we have our shenanigans. And there's tapped. I should have probably actually played a white source there. So we are going to Faithful Mend the pitch the Jin. Looking for more white lands. Yeah, pretty much has to be... Oof. Yeah, I think I should have pathwayed there. Despite it being mana inefficient, just because we want to make sure we hit our white sources. It's going to be an issue, for sure. May have to preemptively Doomscar. Alright, let's pitch Jin plus a land or the Mending. I think it's just Mending. 3 to play. No, we want to keep the Mending. We're keeping the Celestis for sure. I think we just pitch the land. Boom, boom. Because then that way we can go here, play Celestis, and then we have a chance to Mending again to look for more lands, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can also just hard cast. That seems pretty decent as well. So we're going to take 8 here. It's a good chunk. Maybe they're playing around the Fading Hope, right? Could be. Maybe. Nope. Can't scare him. Oh, that's right. Well, we do have the 2 mana. Alright, we'll take it. Then Doomscar, I guess. Boop, 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 boop. Good on our opponent. Luckily, we do gain some life, so we take 6 total. I think that is serviceable. There we go. Man. Unfortunate. We got pitched 2 cards. It is a little awkward. We want to keep that. I want to pitch the other land. We need it. It does come into play. Tap 1, 2, 3. Maybe we do just pitch this land. Man, this is awkward. Alright, pitch this. Pitch the Kari. Keep the Doomscar. We will take the action. Professor. I really don't want to get rid of the other Doomscar, unfortunately. So we can block. They could have removal. Man, that stinks, actually. I'm not going to lie. Alright, I guess we pitch the Doomscar, and I feel kind of bad about that. Play the tap land. Doomscar. Just in case they have like a board wipe, right? Play here. And then grab. We may be able to pull off a Teachings, actually. So I think I actually take Teachings here. Take action. We could pitch a land. Let's pitch the basic. Back up to 18. So we pitched our 2 removal spells, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get, I think we'll be okay. Here. Go here. We can get Kari back, but I kind of want Jin. And then we put counters. And then let's go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, so we could potentially block if we need to. Right? Hold what we got, and then we have Teaching. We're going to double Teachings next turn. And I think either way we get to draw cards, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Our opponent's going to have... Now, granted, they could have enchantment removal, enchantment-based removal, right? So we shall see. We might still get wrecked. Could easily be a combo deck. Okay. Alright. Jin doing Jin things, I guess. We're going first, so is that good enough to keep this hand? We have Mending to pitch Kyrie to get Invoke going. Maybe with still like a Doomscar, but I guess having some removal means we don't get ran over. So, you know, we're 1 planes away from being able to fire it off. So I think this is fine. I think this is serviceable, my friends. Whether it plays out the way we want it to or not, we will have to see. But, you know, without knowing what our opponent's got going on, it seems reasonable. Let's find out exactly how things play out. Start off with our dual colored land. But, I mean, let's be honest, we're pretty much going to go white-white. Alright. So, looks like potential clerics, maybe? Don't quite want to pull the trigger on Mending just yet. So... Right, I don't think we're punished. Let's go ahead and play this tapped. Granted, if we draw lands, then maybe, but I think Voice of the Blessed, it's a consideration. So we need to kill it before they can put counters on it. Spell Pierce isn't bad either. We'll go Plains here and then hold. We got 1 more turn before we need to pitch Kyrie to Invoke Justice, which seems reasonable. So we'll see how this plays out. If they're the mono white version, I feel pretty good about our chances. right? I think the big thing is just getting Voice of the Blessed off the board before they could put counters on it. There's consideration if they play the 2/4 Angel. I always forget which one it is. Righteous Angel, I think. Spell Pierce may or may not be relevant. It's only really going to be relevant if they're running... Well, I guess if they're the mono-white version, then we could play around Emperor. No, they're the black-white. So they are clerics. Fair enough. Alright, so they're going to pretty much double up, I mean, I guess whatever they want. Actually, we're going to keep mending. Ooh, I actually should have Faithful Absence there. I didn't think about that. Because we can't really discard whatever they tax. So that was my bad. I didn't think about that. In my head, I was thinking whatever they tax we can discard, but it exiles it, unfortunately. Still think I want to keep the Spell Pierce because I think that's going to be... Well, granted, now we can pitch it. Now that they know about it. Now that I think about it. Spell Pierce is pretty much only good when they don't know about it. Because it's fairly easy to play around. So we are going to go ahead and mend here, I think, instead of killing Voice of the Blessed, since they're not going to get a counter off of it. 3 cards left in hand. Yep, that's reasonable. I can get behind that. So I think it's safe to mend here. I don't think we're punished too bad for it, right? Let's pitch the Spell Pierce and the Island. Alright, more white. That sounds good. And yeah, we'll just hold here. Make sure, still, once again, if they play anything that gains them life, then we'll kill the Voice of the Blessed. They do have their window, but what are we going to do, right? Once again, they can play around it fairly easily. I'm going to go digging for... There's their Righteous... Valkyrie, that's what it was. Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, let's kill Voice. Now, the tricky thing, though, is that is going to bump the team. So, let's see. We have no permanents yet. Falling down. So, what are we doing here? I think we still hold the Call of Amira. Playing this doesn't really do anything. It ramps us, so I think we are just going to go ahead and fire off the mending. And then hopefully, we can draw something juicy. Juicy. But we'll see. We shall see, my friends. Whenever you gain life for the first time, create attack. A cat. Alright. Nice. I like the spice. So yeah, it's pretty much board wipe or bust for us now. So let's see if we can make this happen, because this is a pretty strong board, my friends. Pretty strong board. So we can pitch the Invoke Justice and the Pathway if we need to. Roger that. Down to 7. Big draw, big draw. Come on. Boom goes the dynamite. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pitch the Pathway and the Professor. And then we can Doomscar and then still hold here. Push comes a shove. We can call back the Professor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still 8. So, let's see here. Yeah, we can get back the Professor. Professor can get back. Alright, that's legit. Well, that was actually nice of our opponent to do that for us. So let's go here. And then invoke. Yeah, I like invoking here. We could play a land, but I think we just want to get Professor. We put it on our creature. We can block. They don't have a creature land. They have 1 card left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Teachings. Let's just grab Mascot. Go wide on them. Feels pretty good. Let's see what they top decked. Oh, that's tough. Them actually getting that Cleric is pretty tough. I don't think it flies yet. Close. Close. Alright, we save on a turn. Yes! Oh, that Doomscar is sweet. Kind of want a Doomscar here, honestly. Is there any benefit? Let's see, we can block. No, I do. I think we just honestly Doomscar here. So I'm going to attack. And then we're just going to Doomscar. They're top decking. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're like one land away from being able to do either of these things to take over the game. So I think it's relevant. Because this is not the one that gets their stuff back. And then we get to keep... Because, see, we could, like, play blockers, right? And keep Absence up. Or, and use Absence to take out the Voice of the Blessed. But we're letting them maintain their board. And we're at 9 versus... If we Doomscar here, then they really have to top deck something good, right? And we get to keep our Absence for the next big threat they play. So, right? I think this thing is not indestructible yet. Yep, trigger. Alright, cool. And we will Doomscar. Alright, let's see, guys. So, unfortunately, everything in our hand is 7, but... And they are at 30 life, which means if they get another Righteous Valkyrie, we're in a bit of trouble. Alright, that's not the worst. Untap land. They get to draw. Okay. They don't play... Aha! Faithful Mending. It's kind of gross. Wait, can we play this? Oh, we can play as a land. That's what it is. Do we want to take 1 here? Problem is that we really don't want to pitch anything. So, I guess we just hold, send it back. We could recover that from drawing. They hit another land, so that was fortunate for us, but we do have to be cognizant of that, right? Like, there's only so many lands in their deck, so... Thirst. I guess Thirst is reasonable. I guess we can Thirst. Alright, and then we can play Celestis, so let's pitch. Did we play a land? Alright, we can double. So, I'm going to be greedy here, and I'm actually going to pitch... Wait. If we play the Celestis, then we can just land... Yeah, so let's pitch the land. And then play Celestis. Then next turn we could Jin. And I think Jin plus, like, Amir's Call locks it up for us. How does it play? Non-angels. Okay, cool. So, of note, though, our opponent did not play... Yep, we'll take that action just to gain life. We will pitch the land. Draw a Ganjo. Play Jin. Hold our mana. Send it back. And our opponent scoops it up. Alright. We got there. It was interesting, but we got there. Alright, we have Mending to draw into our win cons, but we have Professor and Doomscar to buy us the time. I think this is a keeper. And we're going first, so we gotta like that. Anything that allows us to go the distance. He's going for speed. He's all alone in a time of need. Okay. So, this is gonna be interesting. Inherently, the, This is the Anvil, green, black, or black, red Anvil. So, we have 1 discard outlet, but I'm not going to pitch stuff. I'm not going to pitch our Reanimator stuff till we get our Invoke in hand. So, I think we're just going to hold in the meantime. Sanguine Statue, that is relevant. So, there we go. I like the Doomscar, double Doomscar. And we still get to hit our land drop. I think I am going to go ahead and fire off a Doomscar and just play our land. And hold. We could have maybe... Yeah, because next turn we can Professor plus Science as well. At this rate, we're probably just going to end up hard casting Kairi. And then waiting. There's Anvil. Roger that. I think if we can land a Jin, we'll be okay. Or at the very least, clear the board before they get a meat hook down, right? I think that's the big thing here. We'll go ahead and chomp. We'll chomp, keep our life total high. That's what we're here to do. We can, let's see, we can also mend. Blood, alright. Nice. Still hitting our land drops. I like that. Let's go science. Grab another white source. Yeah, because that's our 4th white source. Play it. Play Professor. And then next turn we have the full price Doomscar. Let's see here. Grab another science. I think we go ahead and just grab the mascot. Once again, the goal here is to potentially wipe the board before they can land their meat hook. Because then we start taking quite a bit of damage, right? And they'll play around the first Doomscar, but I don't really think they can play around the second. So we'll see how this goes. Granted, they do have like their resilience set up, right? The other blood token allows them to put another artifact or destroy another one. Ooh, all right, that's kind of nice. We could draw. I mean, we could once again, you know, mending. But all right, they're gonna deadly dispute. Fair enough. Can't really play around it. Like we just can't, right? Hopefully they don't have another one and completely refill their hand, but it looks like that's exactly what they got going on. Well played, opponent. Well played. Feels like I wish I could do that. I can't remember ever. Like we literally just 1 for 1. Oh man. I wonder if that second professor should have just gotten a oh man, they have all these lands too. Like everything. We need like a farewell. I mean, all we really need is to play reanimate or play a Jin, right? So we may Faithful Mend. Let's see. Faithful Mend is going to negate 3 of this damage, so it's not the worst. We do have to be cognizant of Meat Hook though. So let's see. We can mend. They have a treasure. They have plenty of stuff to sack, unfortunately. Hit our land drop, so... Oh, but we're missing our second blue. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about that. Let's mend first. There's Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play a land. Man, this is super awkward, actually. I guess we pitch... the card. Oh, we got pitched 2 things. My bad. I didn't think about that. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna be super awkward, actually. And Doomscar again. Wait, we could play this? Why is it saying? Okay, that was weird. So they get to rebuild, but this still kind of taxes them a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I was wrong. When we played these for white, it was still well into the early game, so I don't think I was wrong for what we did. Though, like I said, landing a Jin there would have been pretty huge. Double Anvil is a little tough now. They could still make 2 dudes. They're probably not going to, though. So, let's see how this plays out. They can fire off. We might just be dead, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, our deck is pretty poor positioned. It's so funny. Alright, let's go here, I guess. Buy us some time, see what our opponent does. They got 1 card left in hand, but we're at 8 with no life gain. So it's pretty good for them. We have 1 more Faithful Mending to get back up there, but blocking here. We may just die to the anvils, unfortunately. They have plenty of lands to fire off. Yeah, wow. Like I said, I'm not holding myself too accountable. Did we pitch a blue source? We didn't. That was the other game. So, yeah. Let's see here. Faithful plus 4. It's not going to be enough. Meat Hook for 4. Okay, and then they sack. Relevant. Nice, opponent. Our opponent, they know what they're doing, man. Tell you what. I think that's enough, right? They sack, they kill us. Yeah, good game, right? That pings, and then they get attacked. Good game. Well played, opponent. Well played. Yeah, they put on a clinic with the deck. No doubt about it. Alright, we could potentially reanimate a turn 5 Mordenkainen, which don't really feel is that great, honestly. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna ship it. Okay, I like this hand much better. We're gonna keep this one and let's tuck the Faithful Mending and lead off. We may still need the blue, so let's lead off with Iganjo because we're gonna probably want to Behold. Let's see. All right, well, let's see, black red maybe. That's kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and do the Professor and grab Environmental Sciences. So let's see. I mean, I think we're just gonna foretell, I think is the correct play here. I'm gonna try to let's just leave our life total high. Okay, fair. I can respect that. I can respect that. Don't feel bad about it. I really don't. I think we still made the correct play. And actually, I wonder if we should have foretold Behold the Multiverse there, because then we had the option of Environmental Sciencing next turn plus Behold. Yeah, our opponent didn't do anything. Fair enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Grab our other blue source. I think we're still gonna grab another white source, Famous Last Words, because we definitely want to hit our 4th white. We're 1 blue away, but 2 blue away if we are 2 white away if we didn't grab our planes there. So our opponent is digging. All right. Fair enough, opponent. All right, cool. That's a good sign. The fact that they're cracking both blood tokens here, right? Because the Anvil decks typically use, unless they're vampires. Oh, well, they have Voldaren Estate. I'm not sure if that makes them a vampire deck or a... Okay, they're vampires. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. Spell Pierce. That's actually going to come in handy at some point. Just saying. So let's go ahead and Doomscar, and then we're gonna leave up the Spell Pierce just in case they try to drop like a Sorin, right? I think that's kind of relevant, and then if not, we could Behold. All right, another dude, and then it looks like they're gonna go digging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fair. Probably gonna still Behold. Make sure we hit our land drop since we have a Jin in hand, right? Not the strongest play, but it is something. Maybe keep the Absence, tuck the Mending. I don't really think we're in like reanimator position right now. Oh, Jedi. Oh, Jedi. One day is the Jedi. One day I'll learn how to play this game. One day. I guess we could have main phase Behold there to try to hit our land drops as well. At this point, we can't really play anything. Opponent is digging. Leaving up the old Spell Pierce Areno. I mean, that's really the only thing I think we're worried about right now. Right? They're not going to meat hook. We don't have anything to play. Alright, that's fine. They can continue to commit to the board. I mean, we're getting pretty low on life. There's a land. 1, 2. So the question is... I guess we can Behold... No, I want to leave the Spell Pierce in case it's like an Onyx or a, the whatever thing, you know what I'm talking about? The eat all your, return all your creatures to the battlefield. So this is actually very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, either way, we couldn't play. Yeah, I'm just going to go here. We can go find a blue source. I'd like to save it for after Jin, but maybe not. Opponent is getting rid of their removal, so, you know, Spell Pierce is going to be pretty relevant. I feel like they kept a handful of removal, expecting us to be an aggro deck, and thankfully we are not. So I will take that. I will take that. All right, another vampire. We are at 10. So they can crack the blood. think we're just going to behold. Never mind. I don't want to take this hit. Oh, that one doesn't have haste. Well, then let's, yeah. Celestis. This draws us cards, but we don't have near... Oh, that is the blue, but we take 3 damage to do it. Celestis kind of gets us there as well. I think we are just looking for straight lands, though, unfortunately. Famous last words. Got another Celestis, though. Ooh, that's a good hit. That is a good hit. Celestis. And then we can hit this guy for 3. I think we do that. Right? Whenever I attack. Yeah. I think we can deal with this. I think denying them the extra card draw, I think, is what's relevant. And we probably should have actually just done it on our turn. I don't think there's actually a reason to wait. And now if they have the Deadly Dispute, we kind of get rocked a little bit. So, right, we do not. Fair enough. We can take the 2. I just don't want to give him the extra card draw. Yeah, fair. So, play the Flyer. Play Jin. But we don't have any backup, right? We can take 2. Jin does let us copy, like, our Absence. I think we just go here and then leave up. Wait, why'd you tap that way? Wait. Oh, because we needed the double blue. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait. But that makes sense. 2 cards left in hand. Maybe it was correct to actually just play Jin there. Because then that means both cards have to be removal spells that take out Jin. I guess not. Only one does. Because they could play the first one counter and then do the second one. This is interesting. Opponent's getting in there. So we'll make the obvious block. So they do get some... feel good now. So let's see. We could get back our Professor if we want to. I think we're going to be okay. If our opponent doesn't play anything, turns into night, we get to gain a life. Puts us up to a 7, which is not the worst, but not the best either. Ooh. Okay. Wait, is there a sack card in there? I don't think so, right? They just wanted to put the counter on it. All right, and there's our other blue source. So now we can go Jin and then hold. Because we are at a precariously low life total. Then we could play Symbology to go grab Exhibition. And then I feel pretty good about our position here, my friends. Feeling pretty good about our position. Block in the air, block on the ground. They're going to go digging. They are going to go digging. All right. Let's see what ends up coming of it. They're digging some more. And they scoop it up. Fair enough. Well, my friends, that is the deck. And this one's somewhere between a 2 and a 3. It's not the most broken thing we got going on. But it also, like, now we're just kind of digging, right? I feel like we can probably clean up the deck a little bit. Push comes to shove, maybe go down to 2 Invoke Justice. I don't think... I initially started with a more aggressive kind of mill or reanimate strategy where it was all in on the reanimate, and it just didn't quite work out. Like, we just had too high of a chance to get ran over if we didn't quite hit it, and I didn't really like that aspect of it. So I switched to a slightly more control build that kind of got us there, and I felt a lot more comfortable about that. I mean, obviously the top end can be adjusted how you see fit. We could play a couple of cheaper spells to accommodate. We could also play something like Deluge that goes well with our discarding. But this is like right down the middle, right? part control, part reanimate, and I think it has the potential to work out well. That being said, this late in the format, it's not a surefire winner. We're still kind of dabbling and exploring, so I'd put this one at a solid 2 out of 5. If this is really the strategy you want to do and you have most of these cards, go ahead, but I wouldn't be burning any wild cards just yet for this one. But that will do it, guys. So thank you so much for riding the struggle bus with me. I appreciate you, and until next time, as always, happy gaming.